You're starting?
Okay, gentlemen, please be active now. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. On behalf of Save My Environment, Think Climate, and youth organization from the Nigeria, we welcome all the participants here for this webinar held by the Save My Environment for the participants at the international level. Let me give an idea of the work of Save My Environment is doing for the nature. Well, it's a network of the bachelors, it's a network of the scholars, it's a network of bureaucratic bureaucrats, it's a network of media journalists, and it's a network of laymen who are nature lovers and they want to contribute for the nature and do something for the Mother Earth. We have very respectable speakers and guests with us here today, and you all will be benefited with their speeches and with their presentations. We have our chief guest, Ms. Senator Sitara Ayaz Sahiba. She is a dynamic, beautiful lady with us, just to volunteer for all of you, to educate you and to participate in this awareness raising program. Dear all, Senator Sitara Ayaz Sahiba belongs from a Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province of Pakistan, and this is proud for us that she belongs to a Pashtun tribe. Senator Sitara Ayaz is a true nature lover, and here she's not only representing the Parliament of Pakistan, but the Save My Environment as well, because she's one of the active members of Save My Environment. Dear members, Senator Sitara Ayaz is the chairperson of Standing Committee for the Climate Change, and she is also member for Standing Committee of Industries and Foreign Affairs as well. This is a good news for my foreign members who are attending the meeting to meet our legend who is representing the Parliament here. Dear members, by heading her standing committees, by running the business, she has been making important decisions in the best interest of the environment, the global environment, the environment of the country. We will give warm welcome to Senator Sitara Ayaz Sahiba to give her speech on her mega decisions taken in the standing committees on the climate change. I hereby invite Senator Sitara Ayaz Sahiba.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here, and I welcome the international participants also, as well as our own participants. I'll be happy to hear them because I feel that I'm just a layman and I don't know much about so many things. First of all, again, thank you very much, Ramana, for arranging this webinar. We all are know that we are passing through a very difficult time. The whole world is passing through a very difficult time, and we here in Pakistan also the same situation here, and every day there is increase in this pandemic. God, all our prayers for coming to the point of this environment, this webinar. As I said, it's a very good. It might be in the future will be a good contribution of all of us. We can what we are going to work now, and the government what they are working on the environment. Unfortunately, it is stopped because of COVID, but many things happened in the past, and we as a committee of Senate, Standing Committee of Senate on Climate Change, we try to help the government. Though I am not in the government, I'm in the opposition. But for environment and for climate change, we all are one. We are all on one page. So we try to facilitate the government and we try to help the government through inviting different people, visiting all over Pakistan regarding different issues. Especially, I would like to mention that in Karachi, it's a very big issue of polluted sea, which we went there, we had a meeting with Maritime Affairs Ministry, we had a meeting with all the concerned people, and at the end we came to know, which was very alarming, that the sea, which is in Karachi also, in the main Karachi also, it's so polluted that it is not good for the health of our people who are going and visiting. So we try to take some steps for that, and we send our recommendation to the government of Sindh. Then along with that, we have mangroves in Karachi, and that is also a big problem. That because of population and cutting of that mangroves, we have a problem of our sea life over there. So we try to highlight the blue economy and at this time, because of this cutting of mangroves, how we are just, our people, they are not aware, so we are trying to give them awareness. So that was the thing which we did. And then the same is juniper forest at district Ziyarat, Balochistan, which was very rare for Pakistan, and we tried to save that. We visited and we took some step on that. A committee, we called people from there, from Balochistan. So that was then after 18th amendment in the constitution amendment. We as federal, we cannot go directly to the provinces and interfere in their work. So we try to send them our suggestions, which we did, like as I said, that for Sindh government and for Balochistan government, and the same for KP government in the northern areas, especially Jeel Saiful Maluk and the other areas, northern areas, as well as what the cutting of forests. We took action on that. Again, the same was here for Margala. Every summers, but this summers, I didn't see the fire, because maybe because of this COVID, people are inside the houses, nobody's going out. So yes, so we, but we saw in the past few years that every summer there was huge fire on the Margala Hill. So with the help of NDMA and CDA, we tried to stop that through helicopters and different other resources. Then the biggest problem which we are still in, that was the plastic bags. So that was our committee suggestion to the government, and we were the one who helped them in implementing also to stop, at least in Islamabad, not fully, but somehow I think that 60 to 70% we were able to stop plastic bags in Islamabad at least. Then we stopped plastic bottles in our Senate, in our meetings, because we wanted everyone to follow that, and that was us who started that. And but again, I must say that because of COVID, many of our things stopped. Our main in Pakistan, for my international friends, in Pakistan, as you might be knowing, that we are the one who we are very vulnerable to climate change. Though we are not the one who are like India and USA, they are the one who are responsible for all this pollution. We are not, but we are the one who are facing this climate change, calamities, all these. So we have glaciers which is melting because of this climate change. We have droughts. We have heat waves. So many of and floods. As I mentioned, the melting of glaciers is it's one of our main concern, because right now we don't have dams where we can store water. We have we have lack of water storage. So because of that, we are very vulnerable for floods, and again for droughts also. So last year we tried to go to the glaciers, which unfortunately, because of our tension between India and Pakistan, we couldn't go there. But one of my committee member managed to go to Siachen, and what we heard, or the report which we got from him, is again very alarming for both sides of both India and Pakistan, because of our army move both on both the sides. It is the melting of glacier is much more higher than any other place. So that is where we are trying to work. Even now, we are working, and then for drought and this forestry, we are working very close with the forest department on trees. So far, Pakistan is one of the biggest billion tree project we are having. We are monitoring that. I understand that there are some of the laws in that maybe, but we are trying to help the provinces in this 1 billion tsunami program. So it is one of the biggest, I guess, in the world, which we in Pakistan we are doing. But again, I must say that Pakistan is the one. I think it's the eighth country, in number 8, which is facing this climate changes, like what the climate is changing. So we are very vulnerable. We need to work more. We need more attention from the international community. Those who are responsible for all these things, we need that the international community should take action against that. We need more funds, like as I said, that for the melting of glaciers, building, having a new small dams, especially in Gilgit-Baltistan and in another. Pakistan needs more fund which is allocated internationally for different countries. For that, we are trying that we should get more of those funds. I think I'm taking a lot of time. There's so many things which I really want to talk, but we don't have much time, and I want to hear our experts. As I said, I'm not expert, and I really want to know more about that, about COVID, about the situation after COVID. That will be great to be with all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Senator Sitara Ayaz Saiba, and thank you very much, participants, for listening to Senator Saiba, the chairperson for the Standing Committee on Climate Change. She shared her mega decisions and some of the issues related to Pakistan, like glaciers, forests, floods, drought, and there are a lot of things, the air pollution and the water pollution. She has threat to the mangroves as well. Well, you all will be welcome in the end to ask questions from Senator Sitara Ayaz Saiba. Here we come with the next presentation. That is Dr. Asif Ahmed. Professor Dr. Asif Ahmed is with us. I would like to introduce Dr. Asif. Dr. Asif is a professor and is serving in the Arid Agriculture University of Punjab, Pakistan. Dr. Asif is holding a degree of PhD as well as degree of postdoc. Dr. Asif has vast experience of teaching the higher level classes, as well as Dr. Asif is author of different books. Dr. Asif Ahmed is also the member of auditorium. That is not a formal presentation, and I will be presenting myself, Romana Kakad, Associate Professor, and representing Save My Environment, Pakistan. This is impact of COVID-19 coronavirus on environment. most of the participants are not aware of environment, the definition of the environment. Let's talk about environment first, because everybody is familiar with the COVID-19, but everybody is not aware of environment. Well, whatever is surrounding you, whatever is around you, your friends, your living things, your pets, your trees, your walls, your non-living things, everything is environment. And this everything is interlinked with the every other thing that builds a system that is named as your ecosystem. It's not only your ecosystem, but there are multiple of ecosystems are working in the nature and making complex systems, giving you rain, giving you free oxygen, giving you natural filtration, dead bodies decomposition is going on, the free oxygen is given, you are breathing, everything is controlled in the nature. This is your environment. Let's correlate it with the COVID-19, how it has affected your environment. As I told you, that it's not a technical presentation, or it's not based on some scientific research so far. It's too early to talk, to give some data or some analysis about the research. But still, whatever we have observed, you all know, but let's convert these feelings into words. Well, everybody knows this COVID-19 outbreak. The first thing done to my life, the first thing done in everybody's life, it has slowed down the world. Human being, consciously or unconsciously, they were running in an unknown race. But that race has been stopped. It feels like world stands still stand. Everything gets stopped. No doubt, this has caused, this lockdown and this COVID-19 has caused great damage to the world's economy. But still, for many months, starting from during March, from February, we have observed that this COVID movements of the human being and this lockdown has affected the air, water, and us. We all know, and we all can feel the changes. No doubt, COVID-19 is very scary, and the whole world faced with thousands of deaths of human beings. It's difficult to make one-on-one comparison of COVID-19 lockdown with the environment. The COVID-19, in fact, it's a threat to the lives. We observed, we saw, we felt the deaths, the sickness, and the threat, the fear. But what about environment? The same threat that cannot be seen. We don't see people dying because of climate change. We don't see the crisis the wildlife is facing. We don't see the threats the nature is facing. This is the comparison. We are all at the moment. The world is facing from two global crises, the COVID-19 and the climate change. The difference is that the COVID-19 got good coverage from the media. Am I right, madam?
Yes, you are.
And then all the governments from the world, they got united on this crisis of the COVID-19. But I wish we have got the same coverage. The media has given the same coverage for the second crisis, for the topmost crisis of the climate change. And the government, all the governments of the world must have joined their hands and took united decisions for the climate change, for the biggest crisis of the nature. Let's talk about Pakistan. Being a Pakistani, we have 22 crores of population. We all were asked to stay home, to stay safe. It was sort of semi-lockdown. Many organizations asked their people, their officer, to work from their house. And in few offices, in few ministries, a small number of officers were asked to come to ministry. Resultantly, what we have observed, I'm sharing only that. We all Pakistanis, same must be in the China, America, Italy, everywhere. All Pakistanis, we all human beings observe very clear. The shining leaves, the clear sky was the proof of clear air. Researcher says that there is clear drop in nitrogen dioxide. Okay, Janine. There was a clear drop in the nitrogen dioxide, in the carbon emissions. There were no heavy traffic seen on roads. Minimum people were traveling to the offices. Markets were closed. Minimum people were, you're interrupting. Minimum people were coming out of their houses. Most of the people were preferring to walk to the shops to minimize the burden of family members and to save them from the sickness. We all felt, we all are feeling the healthiest here, and it has been observed that there is clear drop in the carbon emission as well, the greenhouse gases as well. The main thing that I'm going to share with you, in Islamabad, the capital of the Pakistan, a large number of people used to get pollen allergies during the early spring due to lockdown, due to minimizing the activities of a human being. This year, the number of patients for the pollen allergies were also reduced. Due to lockdown, factories, industries stopped throwing wastes in the river, oceans, ponds, which resulted a clear and fresh water everywhere. We had a Eid holidays. We tried to go to the tourist places, but we were not allowed to move to the tourist places, tourist spots. Resultantly, what happened? As Senator Sitara Ayaz told that Pakistan is the place of glaciers, Pakistan is the place of forests, Pakistan is the place of deserts, Pakistan is the place of rivers. It's a unique experience to share that we had a clean environment at our tourist places, in our rivers, The burden, the load of the shopping bags, the plastic mineral water bottles, the forests were clean. Due to lockdown, we always found interruption during our telephone calls or in the air. The aeroplanes were grounded all over the world. The movement of vehicles were limited. There was no sound pollution. There was no noise pollution. Resultantly, what happened? Everybody got chance to listen to the songs of the birds always. During the lockdown in Islamabad, the animals got freedom. Walking on the road, everybody observed monkeys, pigs, foxes, on Margara Roads, on Constitutional Avenue, and even inside the houses situated on the main roads. The earth started healing due to restricted activities of the human being. During the lockdown, animals were enjoying, and men has had a sense that this nature is not for only human being. This earth is not only place of human being. Other creatures, the animals, the birds also own the earth. The important thing, the most important thing, a lot of NGOs, a lot of United Nations organizations, World Bank organizations used to come here in our villages and used to tell how to wash your hands, how to maintain self-hygiene. This COVID-19 has taught everybody sensitized to wash your hands. Well, most of the population in Pakistan are Muslims, and this is in our religion that we do wudu 5 times a day. But other than this, our children are now sensitized and they are educated to keep their hands clean. We used to take our shoes inside the room. Now everybody is sensitized. Everybody leaves the shoes outside the house, outside the room. So self-hygiene, house hygiene, and overall hygiene is maintained due to COVID-19. Dear all, this was an experience of COVID-19 in relation to the environment. We don't know how long this will continue, and we don't know that this change will be short term or will be adopted in the long run as well. We need to go back to the normal life, but let's make sure that that normal will be in a different way. This lockdown has given a pathway for a smooth structural and behavioral change for saving the nature. Let's join our hand together. Let's raise our voices for the media, for the governments of the world to sustain these structural changes for the betterment of climate change. Thank you all.